Welcome back to Point Blank. I am Nikki.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are two best friends in our 30s and on opposite sides of life, trying to navigate it and chat along the way and find our people. And today's episode is kind of fun. And I already know, and I'm going to put this little disclaimer out here, that we're well aware we're pretty behind the times. Like, by the time we publish this episode, it's going to be like a month or two after kind of some of what we're talking about. But we're sport fanatics here. Okay, we love sports. Athletics. We were both very athletic people, played sports. So we're going to be talking about college sports and specifically like the softball College World Series and kind of like just chat about that because it's just like stuff we love to talk about, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to talk to Lauren because she knows more about that. Yeah. She knows more about, she got like all the brackets and shit all like done and played out and stuff, so I'm gonna toss it her way to kind of set the scene.
Yeah, so I pulled it up and I was asking Nikki this morning, I was like, wait, like we should totally touch on this because her and I, we have like our own teams, right? Like I love Oklahoma University, she hates Oklahoma University, so it's like that was my team. They're not in it anymore, but I love to just have like, and honestly that was a good upset. So honestly that was like in a weird way, like they're my team, don't get me wrong, but it was kind of nice to have like somebody different, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just like different teams, like, and they were literally beat, so it's best 2 out of 3, so they were beat by an it's like honestly even crazy to even say, but they weren't even a ranked team. So they were an unranked team. Mississippi State beat them 2 out of 3 games, which is honestly freaking crazy. But anyways, okay, so let's jump into the brackets. So we have game 1, Texas Tech versus Mississippi State. Who do you have?
Okay. Well, also, just to talk about that Oklahoma thing, I do hate them. This is true.
Yeah.
But it's hard to not love an underdog story. It's hard not to love and rally behind the team that beats the one that most people hate. Because I feel like it's like they're like the Kansas City Chiefs of the college softball world. You either love them or you are literally a fan of anyone who plays them. So it was actually, for me, a very beautiful thing to see. I love to see them get their ass whooped and kicked out. And the fact it was an underdog just honestly kind of made it better. So
well, and I will note too, this is first time don't quote me, I'm pretty sure it was this team, but I think there was 2 teams that are moving forward that have never made it to the College World Series, like out of school history. And I'm pretty sure Mississippi State was one of them.
Is it Texas Tech? Were they the last year? Or they were only super last year.
Yeah, no, last year they were in it and they lost to Texas. So Arkansas, first in ever history that went also, which is crazy because Oklahoma's coach, Patty Gasso, her son is on the same, is the hitting coach for OU, but her other son is the hitting coach for Arkansas. So it's funny how the worlds have turned, and now Arkansas, and first time ever going.
Her player was the coach of Mississippi State who just took him down.
Yeah. So that was really cool. But I will say one thing that, and this is, I think, another reason why I love OU so much, is they are just so classy. Okay. So classy. And we're gonna... No, they are though. They very much are though. So, and I will touch on this because for one, she, like when she did her after game day, like, or after, you know, the interview, she praised, obviously she was in tears, her team lost. I get it, right? It was super upsetting. They never like, and I feel like they're held to such a high standard. So the fact that they didn't make that, I feel like was like a real like punch to the gut. But I will say she talked so high of the coach at Mississippi State, even though they just like got their asses kicked. She talked so highly of her and praised her and said like how proud of her she was for like taking that team, you know, the first time ever to World Series. So that was really cool to see. Sure. And they also let them, like OU let them celebrate and do all their thing on their own home turf because OU was hosting, and they still all prayed in the middle of the field around the pitcher circle, which I thought was super freaking cool. So anyways, back to Texas Tech and Mississippi State. Who do you have? We were talking about Mississippi State looks pretty good lately, and I feel like we were taken back by that. We were like, wait, what? Like Mississippi State
look pretty good. I mean, it's hard to not seriously consider them when they did what they just did to someone like Oklahoma. I think Texas Tech is rolling in on some like high emotion, which I think also helps.
Yes.
I think they're both rolling in on some high emotion, but there's a little different of an emotion when you're like competitive, fierce, nasty emotion versus like high of winning emotion. I feel like that doesn't last as long. I kind of feel like Texas Tech is overrated. Just like a hair. And I'm a sucker for like the underdog Mississippi State. Like I'm gonna probably roll with them. I'm gonna take Mississippi State. I'm really not sure if that's gonna pan out, but I think I personally want to pick them because I am rooting for them. But I feel like Texas might win. But I'm gonna I'm gonna pick Mississippi.
Yeah, so my thing is I think Texas Tech, they have really good pitching. They have Nigeria Kennedy, and then they have the transfer from UCLA. She's a lefty, so I feel like they have some really good options with pitching, and I feel like their hitting has been pretty decent lately, but they've been also giving up a lot of runs. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think Texas Tech might take that series. So we'll see. But I think it'll be good either way. Like you said, they're both coming off of like really high emotional games and series. I think that'll be really cool to see. So the next one, which they will be meeting up these teams, is Tennessee and Texas.
God, here's my thing. I love Texas. Okay, when I was a little kid, I loved watching Kat pitch in that circle.
Yeah, she
I
was
was
badass.
a Texas fan through and through. I bought basketball jerseys. I love the orange. I wanted to go there, which is so weird because, like, as I actually had the opportunity to write to schools, I never wrote to Texas. But anyway, I love Texas. I want to live there, whatever. I genuinely feel like they're overrated. I feel like they choke
I'm
every
over them.
time.
Every
They
time.
just choke. Like, they get so far, they choke. They get so far, they choke. They're in the championship series, they choke. They croak. It's like they won last year, but it's like I'm just not confident. I'm not like, oh yeah, it's in the bag for them. Tennessee, on the other hand, the pitcher's pretty gnar. Like she's
Yeah, Carlin
studly.
Higgins is, yeah.
She's studly. I just don't. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit of a dud series, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like I could see it going either way, but I think Texas chokes, so I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
And honestly, I would just love to see it. I'm not a fan of Texas at all. I think their coach is trash. I'm not a huge fan. I honestly think that Texas pitcher is overrated also. I feel like they talk so highly of her, but I'm just like, but when like people get on her, they're like on her. Like it's not like well, here's a random base hit. It's like no, boom, she's getting thrown out because she's just getting nailed. Like,
Well, here's my thing. You have to have like at least 2 to 3, honestly, aces on the side, because it's like by the time the second round, like if I'm up first time against the pitcher, all I've done is watch tape. Maybe I played her in season early on, whatever. Like I can kind of remember whatever. She's got the upper hand on me. The second time I see you, it's not the same. The playing field is not the same. If I see you a second time, God forbid a third time, like you are no longer in control. So I genuinely feel like at this level and the level that we're at with the World Series and how the girls are playing, it's like you cannot be letting these hitters see this pitcher more than twice. Like you just cannot be doing it.
especially
And,
when
like,
it's
they're
a
just gonna get
series.
rocked. Like I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, okay, I mean, obviously I'm not in the box, but I'm like, this girl's go-to finish you and to get ahead is the rise or the screw, whatever that is. And it's like, if you know that as a hitter, you know she's going to try to get ahead and try to finish you on that one pitch. So what are you doing? You're looking for the one pitch. It's like, it's like, I don't know. I just feel like at that level, like they're just, by the time the second, third round up there, they're roping anyone. Like it could be anybody. And so that's why I think the
let's be
Tennessee
real.
girl has like a bit of an edge because speed.
Yeah, that's
It's a little
for
bit
damn
quicker.
sure.
That reaction time's a little bit slower. You might know what's coming, but it's just might be harder to catch up to it. But yeah, I don't know. I think pitching can really last until like the fourth inning, third inning, and then that's when shit usually starts to get out of control.
Yeah, because they've seen you like 2 or 3 times. And I think the problem is too, I feel like there's just so much film and so much, I don't know, just like detailed of like, you know what I mean? Just detailed notes on all these pitchers that it's like, it's almost like a given, like you know what's coming. But the fact is, can you hit it, right? It's like, yeah, you may know what's coming, but you got to catch up to it. So I don't know, if I'm going to choose, I'm going to say Tennessee takes this series, and I hope to God they do. Yeah. So if anything, so Texas Tech and Mississippi State, whoever wins that will play the winner of Tennessee and Texas. And then the loser of those games will play each other, and it's double elimination. So they could come back even if they lose, but it's going to be very hard to come back from that. Because again, you lose twice, you're out. So there's like a lot of games you have to win in order to get back into it. So I'm definitely going to say Tennessee takes it.
Yeah, that's where I'm rocking with them for that one too. I'm not really rocking with them past that, but
I hope
I
so.
I think they can do it. I mean, again, I'm like they almost got beat by ASU though, so I'm like, ooh,
Yes.
I'm not
But
sure.
again, it's
about
always
it,
like
but
you just never know.
no, literally, like
Yeah.
any day, any bounce of the ball like could go one way or the other. It's like
Yeah.
that's the one thing about this sport. I will genuinely say like. you truly never know.
The pitching could
Like-
be completely off. You're hitting. You could be in a major slump. All of a sudden, you've been batting like 500 all season, and boom, you're down to like 0 for 6. You're just like, what?
Or
the
the
hell? Like,
opposite
you just
is true.
never
You're
know.
literally 0 for 27. You come up and hit a home run in the most clutch moment. It's like you literally. It's like it's a game of statistics. It's like the most unreliable game of statistics that I've ever like.
Right.
It should be so like data heavy. Like, okay, this is this, and this percentage did this, and every 5 pitches it goes this way. It's like there's so much pattern there. But it's like, even with that, it's like so unpredictable.
Yeah. And I think that's what's fun about it.
Was so fun. And even like, you're watching a game, it's like the 4th inning, it's like 7-0. And you're like, oh, okay, it's over. And you turn the channel and then you see the little box in the right corner. It's like 9-7. It's like, what the hell just happened? It's like, you never freaking know what can happen, especially at this point in the season with these kind of teams and the competitive nature and just all that shit is like, that's why like, I literally tell people, I'm like, I think baseball is the most boring sport to mankind. Maybe golf is worse, but I'd almost rather watch paint dry than have to go sit at a 9-inning baseball game where these things are, the bases are 90 feet away. It's like, it's slow as shit. Granted, they brought in the pitching clock, which I think helps speed the game up a tad, but I'm like, so boring. Softball, it's so close and fast. It's so fast. The game is so much quicker. It's like a completely different game. People are always like, you played softball, you don't like baseball. I'm like, no, I genuinely think baseball is the most boring thing in the world.
Yeah, I definitely think with just softball of like how close the pitcher's mound is, it's like the bags are 60 feet. You know what I mean? Like things like that, you just like, you're like, holy shit. Like it's just so much faster.
100%.
So much faster.
It's such a better game. It's such a better game.
Okay, next one we love. Alabama. Okay, so this is the different bracket now. Okay, so Alabama versus UCLA. Alabama better freaking take that. That is all I have
roll,
to say.
Tide,
yes,
roll.
like
That's all I gotta
UCLA.
say. That's my squad. UCLA honestly eat dirt, dude. I'm so over them.
I know. They are so overrated. I cannot with them. I'm just
They're so dramatic. You know who I'm like finally so happy I don't have to hear anymore? Brady. Brady this, Brady that. I'm like, okay, I don't give a damn.
Like they have a whole ass
Tom Brady.
squad,
I literally don't care.
All they would talk about was her all the time. It was exhausting.
Like, and then they're just
she was
so
good,
like,
but like there was other players too that were really good. It was like, come on.
At the end of the day, all these girls on all these teams are great, fabulous, amazing ballers. Okay, I mean they ball way harder than I've ever balled. Okay, but it's like I'm over it. Like there's like a fine line between like that competitive kind of cocky. Trust me, I was that girl. I would be saying shit to the dugout. I'd be popping off to the stands. Like I'd be sliding cleats up. Like I'm doing shit. I'm shoving girls into the ground. Like I get it, but there's something about them that like just irks me. Almost like a Oklahoma irks me. Maybe about the same level. I feel about the same on both of them. But I'm just like, what the hell, dude? Like, no. I think what happens for them too is they'll do like nothing. They like watch 4 balls in a row. And then they're like puffing their chest, clapping, pointing. I'm like, you guys just took 4. You didn't even do anything besides nothing. You didn't even, like, you didn't swing a bat. You didn't take a pitch. Like, you didn't take one for, like, the pitcher just sucked. And you're over here like, it's like, you didn't even do anything though. Like, they be just popping off for absolutely no reason. Or they field like a routine ground ball with like an underhand toss to second base. And they're like jumping up like they won the whole damn thing. I'm like, you took 587 of those at practice the other day. Like, please act like you've done it before. I don't know. It's just like that stuff like irks me. Like if you're going to make some ESPN like top 10, pop off. I honestly love that for you. You feel the freaking ground ball like you do every damn day, hundreds of times, and you're going to pop off because you got a ground ball. I'm just like, I'm not into it. It's like a day at the office. It's like you're getting paid to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. They bug the shit out of me. And the coaches too bug me. I don't know why. Ever since Sue Inquest left over there, I'm like, damn. That Sue girl she was cool as fuck. I remember like going to camps and like going to things and listening to her talk, and I love that lady. And now I'm like watching this team, I'm like, yeah, what happened to y'all? What happened to y'all? I remember like that coach would come to like our showcases and stuff, and I'd be like, don't sit over here. I'd be like, don't be coming over here. I don't want you over here. I mean, they weren't looking at me obviously, but I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, literally eye roll. Okay, so we're both taking Alabama.
Alabama all the way. Alabama is my squad for the whole thing. I'm picking them for the whole thing.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so
like,
next one
Pat
is
Murphy
Arkansas.
can do no wrong in my head.
Yeah, you love him.
I love him so much.
So Arkansas and Nebraska is the next one. I'm taking Nebraska.
That's like battle.
I just love Nebraska. I feel like they're such an underdog. Even though they're like ranked and stuff, I still feel like they're such an underdog. I feel like people don't take them too seriously because it's like Nebraska. You know what I mean? Like it's not like they're like
and Arkansas. No
Yeah,
offense
you
to
know what I
anybody in
mean?
Nebraska or Arkansas, but you're in Nebraska or Arkansas.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know who Arkansas beat to get here. I have not watched one Arkansas game, I don't think. And if I did, it was like 2 innings and I moved on. I don't even remember. Was it LSU they beat? No, that was Alabama. Couldn't tell you.
Look that up while we're talking
Don't
about it.
remember. But I guess if I had to pick between these two, I'm probably gonna pick Nebraska as well.
Yeah,
I feel like they've always
'cause-
kind of been like the little sister where like there's a little bit of talk, but it's like never really like big sister energy. And I feel as though they're kind of stepping into the big sister energy. And I kind of love that for them. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, and Lauren's going to hate me for saying this, as long as it's anyone but Oklahoma and UCLA, I am like here for it. Like I am so here for it. And the fact that like these other, I don't want to say small because they're not small schools, but like these other schools that aren't really known for, you know, their softball, like Mississippi State. Well, ASU kind of was. They fell off. I don't even know what happened with Arizona. Like, they used to be...
No, literally.
They used to be a powerhouse. But, like, you know, it used to be, like, those big names. And now you got things like Arkansas, Nebraska, Mississippi State. Like, I love to see that.
They beat Duke.
Okay, Duke.
Yeah, Duke got literally just a sweep.
Got
14-5 in game 1 and 10-2 in game 2. Yikes.
Duke, are we okay? Anyone from Duke listening, are you guys okay? Go take a vacation, girls. Yikes. It's all right. You'll get back at it.
Yeah, but I love Nebraska because Jordy Fromm was a transfer from Oklahoma, and I think she's the most stellar pitcher. And I think ever since we lost her, we've been literally screwed because she's just like, you just need an ace. And you need like someone, she's hitting like insane. Like she can do both. And I actually think she's in the running to be, I don't know, maybe those are already decided, I think. But she was in the running for a couple different categories. And she literally just freaking kills it. Like, she is so scrappy. She can pitch like no other. She can hit like no other. She's fast. Like, she's just such a fun player to watch.
Yeah, so, too bad they're going to have to lose to Alabama, though.
Yeah, they will meet up.
So,
I feel like that's going to be a tough...
but we'll see you.
Yeah, I feel like this side of the bracket honestly almost seems tougher to me. Like Alabama, UCLA, Arkansas, and Nebraska. I feel like that's going to be a tough one to knock somebody out.
That's what I'm saying. That Alabama UCLA matchup is truly like could be the final matchup. Like that is like the caliber in which I would think it'd be in the final game, in the final series.
Yeah. I feel like whoever wins this side, I feel like I feel like one of them is just, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like if they can get through this entire like series to make it to the final, I think they're gonna win. I mean, for them to get through all of those freaking teams and make it through, that's gonna be insane. Because I mean, the other ones are Texas Tech, Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Texas. I just don't feel like they match up to the other bracket. I mean, maybe I
really don't. Like Texas chokes all time. Tennessee, like I'm just like underwhelmed. The pitcher, I'll give her that, but second or third time up, a pitcher's like not as good. It's like, I don't know. It's just Mississippi State, love them for what they've done, but it's like, you may now rest, soldier. You've done your duty. You know what I mean? I see that as like, you did your part. Let's just move on now.
Well, like everyone always said too, like they had nothing to lose, right? They 100%. Weren't rated. They've never been to the World Series. Same thing with Arkansas. But I feel like now that they're up with the big dogs, I don't think they're going to make it as far, but that's just my take. I honestly feel like in the final, I think it's either... I'm trying to think, like, let's narrow it down to the actual final. Who are going to be the two teams going at each other for the championship final? I want to say... Okay, so from each bracket, I'm going to choose two of who I think they could be going. So I think it's either going to be Alabama or Nebraska for sure. The other side of things, I think it's going to be Tennessee or Texas Tech. I don't see any of the other ones. And I feel like in the final, I don't know, I think I'm going to go with Alabama and... Tennessee. I feel like that would be a pretty good matchup, honestly. I think Alabama, Tennessee, I feel like I don't know who's going to take it. I'm going to go with Alabama only because I feel like, I don't know, Tennessee's like right there too, but I don't know. I feel like they just depend too much on Carlin Pickens. And my only thing is with this pitching, I'm sure you've seen it with the games, but the strike zone is microscopic. I'm like, dude, these pitchers literally have to throw it over the dead center for it to be called a strike. It's so bad.
They have to hit too much white.
No,
like,
it's you cannot be like way too much.
You can't be putting white with these hitters. Like we just can't. Me. And here's the other thing. I haven't seen it as much this year, but I remember last year watching, and this is how I feel like how it always happens. It's like a 1-2 count, a 2-2 count, and the bitch hits white and it's
Hmm.
sent to freaking Nantucket, dude. And I'm like, a 2-2 pitch, a 1-2 pitch, a 0-2 pitch should be literally nowhere around. Well, maybe a 2-2, but like an 0-2, 1-2, like we
Yeah,
shouldn't be even
those are pitcher
close.
counts. Yeah.
And these girls are crushing it across hemispheres. I'm like, that's what nothing irks me more. Like, look, if a hitter's gonna get a good piece and they send it out, send it out. You know what I mean? But and here's the other thing. And this has always been my thing with pitchers. Like, you have one job. Like most of the time, I mean, a lot of these girls are very athletic. They're hitting and they're pitching. They're doing a lot of shit. But most of the time, it's like you're a pitcher, you're pitching. Like you don't have to really do anything else. Like nobody wants you to really field the ball. Nobody for sure wants you to have to throw it to first because God knows you chuck it at shins all the time. It's like nobody wants you to hit. Nobody wants you to have to catch a pop up. Pitch the damn ball. That is like your one duty. And if you're in an
And
0-2
use your
count, it's like
infield and outfield. It's like use
yeah,
it.
it's like you're an 0-2 count and you serve it up so nice for them to jack it out. Like, please stop. Go run some foul posts and get back in the bullpen because I literally, like, nothing irks me. It's like the same thing like kickers in football. I'm like, how the hell are you missing anything? Because all you do 3-4 hours every day at practice is kick the ball in between those two yellow posts. You know, everybody else over here got to be taking ground balls, pop-ups, bunt D, cutoff drills, like hitting, like they're doing it, catching, throwing. It's like, and you have one duty, dude.
Yeah, the kickers I will never understand, but I feel like the pitchers, I feel like there's just so much pressure and so much stress in the situations. It's like I feel like they're gonna miss eventually, right? Like that's just it is what it is. It's a given, and I feel
Yeah.
like you just I don't know, give it props
I
when it's
don't
due,
know.
but
But it's like
I
there's
don't
that
know.
much
It's
pressure on the
tough.
infield too. Like me at third base, whatever, right? It's like I know an inside pitch is coming. This shit could get rocked down my throat, and I have
I
to
know.
stop it. It's like I know it's probably gonna come over here. It's like I gotta put my damn body on the line, but homegirl has to do one thing. I have to dive. I have to field it. I have to pop to my knee. I have to chuck it over to third on a good, or first on a good throw. Like there's so much shit I have to do. All that pressure too. It's like you had to just do one
Wait, do
thing.
you remember when we were watching that Florida and Texas Tech game, and the one shortstop on Florida made like literally 4 errors in a row? I was
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
my girl, I don't know why she was not yanked. Like
She
I'm
needed a
all
minute.
about like no, literally I think and then she didn't even hit, no nothing to like make up for it, no nothing. And I'm just like, dude, after the first or second error, you gotta go. There's so many girls on the bench that you should be putting in that spot. I'm sorry, but that is
And she
just
needs a break. Like, she's out there just thinking about it. It's like the
oh,
biggest
and
stage of her career. And it's like, she's thinking about it. You got to give her a minute. Take her out. Tell her to sit her ass over there, relax, take a breather, get her out of the spotlight. Maybe you can get her back in the game later or not. It don't really matter. But like, she needs a minute.
well, like I told you before, like it literally happens every time. You make one error and the ball finds you every freaking time after that. Like it's just you're tested. It literally that's just the name of the game.
That's literally how
Happens
it
every
goes.
time. No, it just does. Like it's crazy. But anyways, back to who do you think's gonna make it in the final two? Who do you think? So we
I'm
got
going to go a
Texas
different
Tech
route.
and
I don't think it's going
Mississippi
to be
State.
Tennessee.
You don't think?
I don't think so. I think it might be.
Texas Tech has been rallying, but
I was gonna
they've
say
also had a lot of
something about me
going
wanted to say
against.
Texas Tech, but something also I want to say Mississippi State.
You think?
I just think there's so much, like there's something to be said for a team that goes in unseeded, gets through that first round of regionals, gets to the supers, gets pitted against Oklahoma, plays Oklahoma at Oklahoma a week before the World Series and beats them, like really beats them. Not like a one run, like Oklahoma made an error, like they beat them twice in their own home. And there's just something about that I feel like builds character, builds confidence, builds this like aura and swag in an athlete where it's like, hold on a minute. Like we weren't supposed to be here and we're doing this. Like, let's like they're playing loose. Like I think that's the like if I had to think about one thing about who wins ball games, it's who's loose and having fun and kicking ass. The people who are loose, 9 times out of 10 are gonna kick ass. Cause they have nothing to lose. They're playing. They don't give a shit. They're just having fun and they're loosey goosey. Be able to do this. The more pressure you have on people, the more they're in their head. The more paralyzing, kind of debilitating all of that pressure is. They kind of choke. And I think that's what happens to like a Texas, right? I think maybe that's what happened with Oklahoma. Is like as that game's going on, they're like, oh my God, we're Oklahoma. We never lose. We always make. Are we going to be the first time we're not here? And this is unseeded. In your head, it's like makes you tense. It makes you pressure. Like to be able to play with none of that is like so freeing. So I almost feel like if they bring that into the next bit, I feel like they could do really well. there's just such
I'm
a
almost thinking
mental
like
thing.
the opposite. I'm thinking, okay, they had nothing to lose, right? But now that they made it to the World Series, I feel like they have no experience whatsoever. And it's like now this is the test where it's like, are the nerves gonna make them choke? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but who
Because
are
it's
they
like they've
playing
never had the
though? Like,
experience.
if they were in the other bracket, I probably wouldn't pick them at all. I don't think they would win that. But they're against
I don't
Texas
know if they
Tech,
can hit
which I think is
Tennessee though.
overrated.
I don't know if they
Tennessee
can
is
hit
just a speed
Tennessee.
game. You just make an adjustment at the plate, like square up and slap it. I mean, there's things you can do to work, like to fix that gap. I
But I
just
feel like
don't
when
know.
Pickens is on, she's on. So it's like it'll be interesting to see. But Texas Tech also has like that mood where it's like, you know, they just kicked Florida's ass and there was a lot of drama between those two. So I
I
feel
think if
like,
I had to pick, I'd pick Texas Tech. I like
yeah,
Mississippi
because they're
State
playing
for
each
it
other.
though,
No, of
but
course, like we love an underdog. We love
yeah.
that. But I think with like, of course, like you said, right? Like I think that game will be really good because Texas Tech is coming off a high, right? Because of all that drama they just went to against Florida. And then it's like Mississippi State is coming off a high because they just beat Oklahoma. So it's like, I don't know, it'll be good. But Texas
That
Tech was
game's gonna be
also
good.
in the World Series last year and they have the experience to get there. So we'll see.
Yeah, but like to your point, it's like they could be thinking about like, oh, we were here last year and we freaking lost, and then they're like, oh, Mississippi State's like, we ain't never been here since 6 foot. Like this is cool as shit,
Yeah.
and they're just having a good time and playing their game. Like there's so much to say for that because I've been in positions where I've played when I was stressed, intense, and just killed myself mentally. Was not my best. Versus I'm out here with my girls, we're playing, the weather's great, I'm having a good time, I'm loose, I'm chucking here, chucking there, I'm hitting it. Like I played my best games like that. So it's like it really just depends if they can carry that. But I think like at the end of the day, I'm really not thinking Tennessee is gonna be there. I'm really not thinking Texas is gonna do much besides choke like usual.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be either Mississippi State or Texas Tech for me. I'll just pick different from you, and I'll pick Mississippi State, even though I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna go. I'm just
And
gonna
obviously you're
ride
taking
that
Alabama in
underdog.
the other one.
Yeah, I'm taking Alabama.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Alabama and Mississippi State.
Okay, then you think Alabama's going to take it all?
Yeah. I mean, I
I
don't
haven't
even know who
watched
wins
any
it.
Alabama games all season, actually, now that I'm like, remember. I don't think I've watched one game of theirs. They're ranked number 1, though. So
Okay.
that's got to say something.
I mean,
So
they're
that's
just
cool.
something about just Pat Murphy and the history of Alabama softball and just the calm, cool, collected, and talk about class. I mean, I've never wanted to rip my hair out watching an Alabama game. Like, and look, I'm a little not classy myself. Okay, as an athlete, I wasn't. So like, I get it. But at the end of the day, it's just like they just, and I watched like this thing about them the other day and I just like fell more in love with the whole program and stuff. I was like, that is just so like, the girls were just talking about him. I already loved him so much, but they were just talking about how they just wanted to play for him. There's like nothing they wanted more than to play for that man. And I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
Like that unity, like the genuine connection of like everyone's got everyone's back and everyone really enjoys and like that goes a really long way. Especially as like with a bunch of girls and stuff, dude. You know, 1 minute it could be this, that, or the other, and then you don't know what's going on off the field, and they got to turn it off and pretend everything's okay. It's like I'm sure it's happening everywhere, but I just kind of feel like I don't know. I just feel like that culture at Alabama is like just so tried and true.
Okay, well, let's
I really
switch
love it.
into NIL deals and the transfer portal. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking?
And this might be a hot take, but I genuinely think transfer portal across all sports, football, softball, whatever, I think it's just like ruining college sports. I genuinely fully believe that. Like, I don't think you should be able to transfer here, transfer there, change this, change that just because you're not getting enough playing time. It's giving very much like I'm a kid and I'm not getting what I want, so I'm leaving versus I have adversity ahead of me. How am I going to improve myself or what can I do to better my situation or become better? It's like giving you an out to like not grow and just be like this selfish like thing. And I'm not into it. I think it's ruining college sports. I think the fact that athletes are getting paid for things now, I also think ruins college sports. I mean, you know, it's funny. I joke about it with my family and stuff. And not that I'd be getting like major money on any kind of anything, but it's like literally like I remember getting meetings in college about, you know, if you're at a hockey game and somebody behind you like, oh, softball, like you're on the softball team, let me buy you a hot dog, and someone caught me and turned me in, I could be kicked off the team because somebody bought me a hot dog. And now these people are getting hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. It just don't seem right to me. And then it makes it more like a business. It's like that's why we have professional sports. Let the professional sports do that as their business because that's what it is. The college game is about individual growth and development and teamwork and growing into who you are as a young adult and how you're going to face life and how you get along with people and how you face adversity and like the chase to be the best, like in your, division or your school rivalries or like that passion and emotion. Like that's what makes college sports so good. And when you take that out and you make it about money, and this person can go here to get a title and this person can move over here because they don't like the coach. It's just like, it's petty, selfish. Like, I just feel like it's entitlement. And I literally hate everything it's been doing to the sports world, like in college.
Well, I feel like it's almost like a popularity contest now instead of like, you know what I mean? Just like thinking of like, I don't know, just like you said, like it would be nice to like stick with the team for the full like 4 years of what you committed, right? Because to me also like I look at it back like when you're younger, right? You're taught like you made a commitment, you're going to stick with that commitment, right? Like that's kind of what your upbringing should have been like, at least, right? Like you committed to something, you need to stay committed. I also see the other side of things where it's like, okay, you like went into this thinking it was going to be one thing, and then maybe you go into it and you're like, whoa, like this is not the culture I'm looking for. These are not the girls I'm looking for. And then it's like you see that culture or that dynamic you were looking for at a different college. I think they should almost maybe have it where you can only transfer once or something, like give it like, I don't know if that's even a thing.
Well, that used to be how it was like when I was back in the day or whatever, right? It was like, I think you got one transfer. Like you could transfer one time in your 4 years or something like that.
See, to me,
like
I
you
think
were allowed
that's
to,
okay. Like,
but
I
now
think,
it's like every year they can be jumping shit.
Yeah, they can go to a different one. And I think that's the problem. I think you should be at least given one shot, right? It's like you said, right? Like, oh, maybe they went to like OU and they're not getting the play time, but if they went to like LSU, they could get that play time and like they like that. Maybe they like the coach better. Maybe they like the dynamic or... You know what I mean? Just the girls better. Like, you know what I mean? I could see that happening, and then maybe they're getting that playtime there, right? You only have 4 years to make a name of something, right? To enjoy the 4 years. So I still think people should be given that one chance to maybe switch it up. I think just one chance, like one thing.
Yeah. The other thing too is like, you think it's 4 years, but then like I think about
like
these football guys. Like I'm 28. I've been here for 7 years. I'm like, bro, get a 401k and a job, my dog. Like, hang it up. Let's move it along. Okay. It's like they got the red shirt, the purple shirt, the pink shirt, the this shirt, the that shirt. It's like, Jesus, God. It's like you're there forever. Like some people are like 21, 22, 23 still playing. I'm like, I literally graduated, I feel like when I was 20 or something. Like I was 17 when I went to college. You know what I mean? It's like, why are we here so long is like something that's weird to me. And then, yeah, I mean, like to the point of like having the one I think was fine. I don't like the portal every year. You can change it up because like for me in my situation, I got recruited by multiple schools, made my decision, decided to go where I went. And literally I made a relationship with the coach. I went out there for my visits. I hung out with her, whatever, la, la, la. 1 week after I move into the dorm my freshman year, that coach gets fired. So everything I thought I was going into is now completely unknown. We have some interim coach. We don't know what's going on. I'm 3,500 miles away from my house at 17. Like, it was just, and those are the kind of situations where it's like, okay, maybe after that first year, if the transfer portal was a thing, maybe I'd look elsewhere because I could like get somewhere, like go somewhere where I had a relationship with a coach or something. Like maybe, I mean, I still could have done it because I would have had the one transfer, I think, allocated in the 4 years of eligibility. But it's like those kind of things like suck. But I also like looking back, I'm like, that is life though. Like at the end of the day, softball players are not going to be professional money making people. Okay. Like, yeah, you could go play professional ball, but you're not like making a great living off of that. Unless you play Major League Baseball or NFL, it's like, you know what I mean? We've got to think kind of outside of that. And so for me, looking back on it, I'm like, yeah, that sucked. And maybe I should have done this or should have done that. But at the end of the day, it taught me life is unpredictable as shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I had this whole plan. I made this decision based off X, Y, and Z. I was excited about this. The coach said this. I go in 1 week later, she's gone. Nothing is like for certain. You always have to be adjusting and adapting. And like, did I get along with every girl on the team? No. Okay. No. But it's like, it's just teaching you so much. Like, especially in a day like we are right now about, we can swipe left on people we don't want to date. We're trying to find the perfect thing. Our attention span is literally 0.5 seconds. It's like something doesn't work, we're on to the next thing. Nobody takes the time to like figure things out anymore or like do self-reflection and, deep dive on themselves to figure out how they could improve themselves, or maybe they are the problem and they need to fix something. It's like, well, I'm not playing. I'm going to go in the portal. I'm going to go over here. Well, I'm so good. I should have a ring. Like, I'm going to go to Oklahoma. And even if I just sit on the bench, it's like, ew. It's like, ew. Like, just make a commitment. It's like, again, nowadays people don't know commitments, right? It's like people get married and they're like, oh, you could always get a divorce. It's like, whatever, who cares? It's like, I don't know, it's just like taking away so much. And now we're doing it like at this college level where it's like these young people are like developing into young women or men or whatever. And it's like they need these skills, but it's just reinforced that if shit is hard or they don't like it, they can just leave. Just leave. It's fine. Just leave. It's like, damn, that's like not setting them up for success, I think.
I think they should have like the one, only because like you're young, you're making this commitment, right?
Sure.
And then it's like when you start to like, I don't know, maybe see the inside of things, right? Like when you're actually there, and like you said, right? Like you should be able to make that one choice, like just have that one exception, right? To be like, hey, you know what? I'm on my sophomore year and I'm like, dude, this still is not panning out. Like you know what I mean? And it's like you want to dive deep into somewhere else. I still think you should be given that one chance. It sucks with the NIL because, prime example, like Texas Tech paid $1 million for Nigeria Kennedy, right? $1 million freaking dollars for her as a pitcher. And I feel like after that hit, so many people went to Texas Tech. And I don't know if they went there because maybe they thought they had money or whatever it was, but I feel like they had so many, like their entire team is transfers. I don't even know if they still have the same person.
Well, how do you build rapport on a team of girls and build a team and build confidence and trust in one another when after every season, everyone's leaving? No one's, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't understand that. Like, at all. You just got bits and pieces. It's like all-star teams. It's like this girl from here, we're going to play on this all-star team for this season. Oh, no, okay, we're going to pick this girl, and then we're all going to move up. It's like, what the hell, dude? I'm like, I just can't stand it. I cannot stand it. And here's the other thing. Like, a lot of people are finally like, yeah, like, college players should make money. They're bringing in so much money for these schools, and they don't get paid anything. Let me tell you something. Okay, first of all, that really only applies to maybe like the football guys of really large universities who are driving tons of money into the school, maybe. But even then, it's like they get their whole school paid for. They get first line dibs on any class they could need. They get academic tutors. They have their own private cafeterias. Trust me, they're not hurting. Okay,
Yeah,
they're taken care of. Like even me at my little school, right? It's like I had my own study hall. I had one person make a phone call to a professor or whoever and was like, Nikki needs this class. She's got to get in the line. I'm jumping in front of any normal kid on campus to get into the class. Like I could have note takers. It's like I don't need to be like my school is paid for. That is enough, okay? And then I'm there, I'm learning, you know what I mean? It's like, we don't need to be paying millions of dollars to these people. Oh, they should get paid what? No, okay? They're kids at the end of the day, okay? If I got a check for $1 million freaking dollars, dude, I'd be blown. I'd be dumb as hell with that.
Yeah.
No 18-year-old boy needs $2 million, okay?
Yeah,
no, like, let's be real. And it's just, I don't know, it's just like, it takes that experience, that college, like, fun learning time, and even as an athlete, like you're getting so many perks. It's like just live in that fun and moment, and it's like after that you'll figure it out like everybody else. I don't know, I just like, it's a hot topic for me,
and I feel like it is for everybody, right? I feel like some people are with it and some people are so against it. And I feel like it's pretty split between people.
It's I see benefits, I see downfalls, but I think I definitely lean more on the side. I think it's just ruining sports. I think it's ruining development in young people. I just think it's like sports are just not what they used to be. Kids are not what they used to be because of things like this, I fear. But I don't know. If you disagree with us, go over to our Instagram. It's pointblank.nl and tell us your hot take on all this situation. And we'll probably make some sort of a recap about the World Series a couple episodes after this. It'll be way late to when it actually happened, but I feel like we still want to talk about it. So we'll do that. So we will catch you guys in our next episode, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, guys.